you ever made a tiny 3D printing model with a small machine that looks like a pen? This machine is the easiest way that we can experience 3D printing. So today I'm going to talk about 3D printing. So the table of contents are what 3D printing is, 3D printing being used in our lives, and how to make a 3D printing model, and finally 3D printing's future. So first, what 3D printing is. 3D printing is a process that creates three-dimensional objects from a digital design by layering a material. So it's like printing a cake, make a cake, but instead of using icing, you layer the material and make it solid. Next are the characteristics of 3D printing. So they use a versatile technology that is used in many industries like aerospace and healthcare. And also it is known as additive manufacturing, that is a process that adds the materials to the object. And also it uses various materials like resin, metal, and plastic. And next is 3D printing's being used. So first is the custom fitted personal objects. Lots of everyday objects in our lives are based on an average body type and size. So people who is out of the range or people with disability can't use these products. So by using 3D printing, we can make their own personal clothings or objects. And next is food. This is quite unbelievable, but in many labs, scientists are already making meat and vegetables using stem cells. In the future, scientists may be able to make a lot of vegetables and meat to the growing population, and we can use less land for livestock and agriculture. And next is the replacement parts. So for objects, we can use 3D printing for something which is broken or lost. And also for human body parts, we can use them as prosthetics, which if we use 3D printing, we can make them in a low cost, and it can be just right for the patient. Also, we can use implants, which is because 3D printing can make complex size and shape very quickly. Next is how to make 3D printing models. First, we should make a digital design in the computer. 3D printing is created by software-aided data, which is shortened for CAD, or scan a physical object. And then we slice them into layers, and the 3D printing gets the data of the object being layered and build the object. And finally, the 3D printing's future. In the future, 3D printing will have a greater accessibility. Because the technology gets better, we can use them at low cost, and it could be user-friendly and potentially used in workspace. Also, there will be technology advancements. So as the technology gets better, the speed will increase and the scale will get bigger. So perhaps later on we can make a home or a customized building with 3D printing. Also, we can have material advancements. So right now we can only make 3D printing models with metal, resin, or plastic. But later on we can make them with ceramics or even biocompatible materials and makes drugs out of it. And also, we can make 3D printing integration with AI, and there will be the fusion of 3D printing. Finally, revolutionized industries. So, like I said before, the 3D printing can be used in constructions and healthcare. And finally, aerospace in Korean, which is 항공우주 산업. Before I go to quiz, do you have any questions? Name the 3 stages of 3D printing.
Design, slicing, printing.
And what are the key materials of 3D printing?
Resin.
Plastic.
Well, that last